Welcome to the bottom of the rabbit hole. This video is going to be a follow-up and deeper dive into the timeline of the Matrix 4 casting rumors. Recently, there was a comment request here on this channel to follow up on the status of Morpheus in the upcoming Matrix films. So shout out to all the new subscribers and everyone over on Twitter. You are appreciated. If this is your first time down here, or you simply want to know everything about the Matrix universe, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any future yellow-pilled content. Now, when it comes to the subject of Morpheus in future Matrix installments, we're dealing with scraps of information, not much verified or concrete. So in this video, let's jump back in the DeLorean and roll the clock to a few years ago, then work our way up to present day. 2014 was when the more serious Matrix 4 rumors first started to gain momentum, claiming that the target release date was set for 2017. But even in this /film.com article, the writer warns to, quote, read this with a cautious eye, end quote. And things did remain quiet for quite a while. 3 years later, in 2017, during a John Wick 2 interview with Yahoo Movies, Keanu Reeves was asked, what would it take to be willing to do another Matrix movie? Reeves replied, quote, the Wachowskis would have to be involved, end quote. Right after that is where things start to heat up, because about a month after that interview, The Hollywood Reporter claims that they had the exclusive intel on the Matrix reboot and name-dropped both writer Zach Penn and actor Michael B. Jordan. This is very significant to this timeline because this marks the first sighting of the young Morpheus rumor. Also keep in mind that this article was posted before both Ready Player One and Black Panther movies were released. Only a few short days later, writer Zach Penn took to Twitter to clear things up, saying, quote, all I can say at this point is no one could or should reboot the Matrix. People who know Animatrix and the comics understand, end quote. A reboot isn't just about blowing the dust off of an old title and making a new installment. The term for that type of movie is still just a sequel. The term reboot is synonymous with a reimagining and is used when the previous continuity might be disregarded completely while producing said remake. Later in 2017, Zach Penn went on to tweet, quote, no need to put actors or anyone on the spot because there's nothing there yet. No reboot or reimagining, no recasting involved, end quote. So I think this tweet is real important because he very clearly states that there is no need to recast roles from the original movies for his script. A young Morpheus plotline doesn't necessarily violate what Penn tweeted, because a story that takes place earlier in the timeline that does not ignore the existing continuity would be a prequel by definition and technically not a reboot or a sequel. And this is ultimately why I believe the young Morpheus rumor is connected to the Zach Penn script and not the Matrix 4 Wachowski script. We'll come back to that. Fast forward to 2019, and back in May, Zach Penn again reinforced that he did not write a reboot on Twitter. On August 20th of 2019, the studio announced the Matrix 4 had officially gotten the green light. For 2 years, the Zach Penn not a reboot Matrix script was the only conversation, and then surprise, confirmation of Neo and Trinity with no mention of Morpheus or Zach Penn. Justin Kroll then took to Twitter, further promoting the young Morpheus rumor, and after apologizing for misspelling Morpheus in the tweet, Kroll states that Michael B. Jordan was, quote, never involved. If Jordan was in talks, that would only have been with the Zach Penn script. On that very same day, Sophia Stewart lost her claims for damages against the Matrix franchise, and that case was dismissed. I discussed her case in great detail in the previous video, and I'll leave links in the description. But as you can see here, she claims to have been in talks with Lawrence Fishburne about her own Matrix 4 movie back in 2013. Now, after researching that case, it would not surprise me at all if Lawrence Fishburne had no idea who she was at the time the picture was taken. However, if they are truly friends as she claimed in the tweet, do not expect to see Lawrence Fishburne return to the Matrix franchise. On October 5th, Zach Penn jumps back on Twitter and confirms that there are 2 different Matrix projects at Warner. My reply to this particular tweet is the one that Zach Penn himself liked. Shortly after that, on October 9th, it was announced that Yahya Abdul-Mateen II lands lead role in the Lana Wachowski scripted Matrix 4. His most recent role was playing Manta in Warner Bros. Aquaman, but nowhere in the article does it say that he was cast to play Morpheus. Later that morning, Kroll immediately began to back off the young Morpheus rumors on Twitter, stating that it is, quote, inaccurate to say that, and still possible the character could instead be connected to Morpheus like a son or a nephew. Which brings us to our most recent confirmed casting updates. Jada Pinkett will be returning as Niobe, which was one of the few characters from the movie that not only survived, but had a larger role in The Matrix Online. And it also has been confirmed that actor Neil Patrick Harris and Iron Fist star Jessica Henwick will be joining the cast of Matrix 4. While no details were given about what kind of role Neil Patrick Harris will be playing, the CinemaBlend article says Henwick might be playing a, quote, female-like Neo character. Back to the Morpheus situation though, it is certainly possible that none of these guys will be playing Morpheus in The Matrix 4. Don't be surprised if Morpheus returns as another actor. It's not like we haven't already seen an actor change explained within the Matrix universe. Of course, I'll keep searching The Matrix for future updates. Be sure to like, share, comment what you think down below. And remember, as one realizes that one is a dream figure in another person's dream, that is self-awareness.